Welcome to episode 14 of Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw a war over here between the Danish and the Dutch, which ended with Denmark being reduced to this. In this episode, we're going to start out over here with this country here, which is going to be expanding a lot. As they expand throughout here and they discover the rest of this island. And some of these islands over here. Then we'll expand into all of that land. Up here we're going to see this blue country expand a lot as well, as they will discover a lot of this land here and then expand down into it. They'll also expand a bit up this way. We also see this country here expand as they explore out this way. Then we'll expand into a bunch of this land here. We'll then be going over to this country here, which is also going to be doing some expansion. As they expand along like this. And we also see New China, not to be confused with New China. It's confusing. But anyways, they expand and meet up with this country. This country here, they want basically they have a goal, and that is to make the longest trip by boat so far. Their goal is to get from down here all the way over to the yellow team. So they send some boats out, and the boats end up getting lost, and they end up all the way down here in Madagascar. Eventually, however, this country does figure out about them, and after finding out that they are not in the yellow team, they just decide to start taking this land here. And they're actually glad about this because they were looking to expand, but they didn't really want to invade any of these other countries. Now going over here to Ireland. In the last episode, they escaped. They escaped from Wales over here, and I did say that one of the king's children. However, Wales was an oligarchy, so one of the oligarchs' children is what I meant to say. But this area over here will expand as they explore along here. Now, looking something like this. Another country we see expanding is the new Scotland country, which will explore this land up here. Why is it going like that? What? There. But all this land is discovered by them, and they will then expand into it. And now they look like this. Over with Norway and Finland. Norway is going to expand into this land here. Not this land here, but this land here. And they're also going to start exploring a lot of this land here as they explore a lot of this land here. It's not going well. And the Finnish are also going to explore a lot of this land as they explore this way. Eventually meet up with this water over here and start exploring over here. How they'll explore down this way as well. They will then expand into a lot of this land as they move into all of this land here. And now they just became really big. And Norway will take all this land here. Going down here, we're actually going to see people from the blue country and the Macedonian country. Move and start their own country. Like, they want to, like, happy, like, with the government, so they come over here and start their own country. With this, they need a capital, so the capital will be right there. The next thing we will be seeing is over here. We're actually going to see a breakaway in the Dutch. So, as we see this land here, actually wait, let me use a different color. We see this land here, breakaway. I don't think Europe has enough of red in it, because really it's just this over here, so we're going to use red for this. But we're going to see this area break away from the Dutch. As they want to explore more of this land over here. So with that, that's exactly what they're going to do, is explore this land here. We also see Green France explore this land here, and the two will meet up. Eventually, all this land will be discovered. And these two, along with the Swiss, are actually all going to meet up to decide who gets what land. So the Swiss will take this land here. Green France will take this land here. And the rest will go to this new red Brittany country, who will get all this land here. This country also is going to need a capital, so their capital will be right there. And you see, the Swiss, they want more coastline. They only have this small bit over here, and they want a bit more. And another country that wants land is actually this country over here, this grey Cyprus country. So so Switzerland is actually only decided to go get more land, and they start invading into the green Italian country. Let me turn on provinces. They quickly push through these provinces here. And then we see Cyprus make a small landing over here and take, that's basically the exact same color, let me change that. And take that city here in Malta. With this, that was all that the Swiss really wanted, so they will sit down with both the green team and the I went back too far, wait. And Cyprus to decide who gets what land. Cyprus will get Malta, and that will be it for them, because that's all they invaded, so they get Malta. As for the Swiss, or AG as they're actually called, but I'm just going to call them the Swiss for now, they will be taking all of this land here. Fix that. This land here. And now they have more access to the Mediterranean Sea. Anyways, the next event that will be happening in this video is this country down here will be exploring more as they explore more of this land along here. And they will then expand a bit. They will actually expand to this one that had been previously explored first before exploring to the newly discovered lands. They will expand all the way down to here. And then we'll go back over here to this country here that has been silent ever since their war with China that ended up with them being pushed over here. However, they're actually going to discover the Philippines as they make landings on these islands here. Eventually get over to the Philippines as they discover this island here. And this island here. With this, they'll start taking this island as they take all of this here. And we'll continue to see what they do in the next episode, but this is where there's one last thing that we need to see, and that's down here. I actually forgot to do this in the last episode, so I'm not forgetting again, where we actually want to see a war between these two countries here, as this country wants to hook up with their ex-slave, so they start pushing into this country. If they can get the tolerance low enough, and quickly hook up with their ex-slave. They then push and take the capital. We then see this blue country get involved as they start pushing in and take this land here. However, as that is happening, we see that all of them break away as this land here breaks away. With that, they'll get pushed out as they are distracted by that. However, this country will then join in and start pushing into and take this city that they used to own before it broke away from them, and then got invaded by the green country. And eventually, this country will fall and be split up by the two countries that invaded, so like that. Meanwhile, up here, we will see a new country form right here. And that will be it for this area and also the video. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.